The quote provided makes you really stop and think about how much education has changed and advanced, all with the capabilities of technology. We also had a glance into literature and think about the evolution of mobile and online education and how it's revolutionized and introduced challenges for assessments and learning to comparison of the traditional classroom. Education has moved into an innovative approach with opportunities of flexible scheduling of classes, a variety of topics with advancing skills and technology being right at our fingertips, and challenging students to think more critically, communicate frequently, and collaborate to solve problems as well as supporting their learning with evidence-based theories and research. In this revolution of computer-assisted instruction, education is effective since it can be individualized and flexible with extensive practice and immediate feedback, along with the advantages of multimedia resources as support. Now, assessment is a critical component to help both the teacher and the student give an idea of strength and weaknesses and whether a student achieves the course's learning objectives. The assessments must engage the students and prepare them with the skills they'll need in future courses, practicums, and even their careers. According to an article by Adam Shaw titled Authentic Assessment in the Online Classroom, there are two forms of this assessment. The first being real-world assessments that require students to engage in situations in their job field. Or second, case study assessments that engage students in scenarios that mimic the real world. However, with these authentic assessments, there are challenges such as time, accountability, feedback, and subjective grading. Developing an authentic assessment can be an intense experience that requires to identify and/or research relevant tasks and ensure those tasks are applicable to students in different areas, and align those tasks with learning objectives and instructional materials. Also, given that students in online courses tend to be in a variety of geographic locations, it can be difficult to build an authentic assessment that's relevant to everyone. There's also a factor of accountability for the student in completing the task with fidelity and implementing legitimate experience to the course. Speaking as an adult, I have even rushed through some of my assignments and haven't taken the time and effort that I really should have to really get the content that would have been beneficial for me. In my experience of online courses, I have not encountered very many authentic assessments. The closest in the education field would be the case study scenario. Many online courses use a variety of assignments of multiple choice assessments, research papers, discussion board participation, or presentations to accumulate a grade for the course. In my own theory of learning, an online course should help support teaching students how to understand, analyze, synthesize, and evaluate evidence to create conclusions or claims. There should also be a balance between the interaction of content and peers. In my opinion, online courses can inhibit that peer and social interaction. There are discussion boards, but shaped expectations that students stay within certain boundaries, and it limits the discussion where the conversation piece is missing. We may respond, but we don't always keep the conversation going. Students need the skills to speak as well as type. The teacher needs to implement assessments of video blogs, reflective journals, anecdotal notes of time in a workplace to reflect on experiences, and even opportunity to give feedback on assignments. This helps in making educated judgments, weigh evidence, and to understand different views to help develop asking the right questions, intellectual habits, recognizing moral situations, and viewing world perspectives. Then the online learner can be assessed on how they transform their conceptual understandings, foster advanced reasoning, and develop their own critical thinking and problem-solving skills. These are real-world skills and concepts that are needed for applications and social interactions. Thank you for taking the time to listen.